Hello again. This is Rubber Band going further with my locksmith machinery series. So what do I have today? So this is actually my tubular key duplicator. It's an HPC Scotsman duplicate, not the duplicode. It's not capable of origination. That's probably like another $400 for these machines. These things retail brand new, like somewhere around like $1,200 or something. I got a really good deal on this one, and you can see it's in very good condition in comparison to the one that I had just before it. So I'm going to be showing you how it works. So you can tell by small motor and rotary cutter here, this is very similar to a miniature lathe, and it could probably operate as such in a very limited manner. But I'm going to show you how I use it to duplicate tubular keys. I'm going to be duplicating everyone's favorite, the FEOK1. I don't know if you can see the code because, yeah, kind of. There we go. Yeah, the FEOK1, which is a ubiquitous elevator key that's slowly being phased out. And then what we're also going to do is I have an elevator key switch here. I have to replace these locks on elevators occasionally, so I like to have a couple of these on hand. So FEOK1, and as you can see, this works. And we're going to be using this lock to test my duplicates. Fun proof of concept. I tend to do this when I do things in batches. So following that, here we go. I'm going to be endeavoring to include the anti-clockwise version of the FEOK1, which, due to improper documentation, led to some elevators being pinned the wrong way, and I'm going to call that the FEOK2 for clarity. It hasn't really seemed like the key duplicator noises have been all that problematic, so I'm probably not going to try to mute this one. So I'm going to load the key onto the chuck. This is where it would go. There's a stop right here. I just don't have good lights, so apologies. I'll have to do something about that at some time, but I'll turn it. So see this stop? This is how I'm going to index my key. So as you can see, this chuck moves forward against the cutter. So I'm going to get prepped here. Okay, so I'm going to take my blank. This is an 1137B tubular blank. So I'm going to put it in the chuck here. And I'm going to just kind of tighten it so it can kind of slide on its own, and I poke it out just a little bit. So I'm going to push forward back here until I hit the stop. So that also pushes this key blank in a little bit to where these two distances are going to be uniform. And now I'm going to just tighten this chuck down. This key bow is tight against this side of the collet, and that's important to make sure that we get accurate cuts. So without further ado, I'm going to, I'm going to turn this duplicator and cut from the side so you can kind of hopefully see what's going on. Okay, so here we go. Further ado, boom. All right. There are 7 cuts. And we've spooled down. Okay, and as you can see here in the collet, we've got a cut key. Let's pull her out. All right, there we go. So when I'm done with these keys, I hit this with a steel brush. But for the moment, because it's just a quick video, I'm going to demonstrate that it will work right out of the machine with this key switch from before. All right. There we go. There we have it. That's a real quick FEOK1 duplicate. I don't really have a whole lot more to show with this machine. It's pretty straightforward. Does basically all the work for you. All you got to do is really turn it with your hand. So, original FEOK1 and our duplicate right out of the machine. Works just fine, and it's a real good machine. I like it very much. It really helps things go smoother for me. I've got a couple more machines that I've got lined up to be included in a video. That's going to be very cool. If you are interested in an FEOK1 elevator key, I do have them on my site. I will precaution you, they are starting to phase out that key. It's not going to be as ubiquitous forever, but that's only, if people can start changing away from a standard, which hopefully we can kind of get people who do elevators on that boat. So, all right. Anyway, I've been Rubber Band. Thanks for checking out my tubular key machine, and we'll see you next time.